disaster.
Some of the simplest things that are in high school in your first year can get to be a real challenge. It's a whole different world and you aren't used to it yet. Some of the things that used to seem like no big deal in middle school can get really hard, like changing classes.
Well, it's not so much changing classes, but actually finding the classroom you're supposed to be in can get a little confusing.
Unfortunately, most book bags aren't GPS enabled yet, so you'll pretty much have to assume you'll get lost at least once or twice. Try to remain calm when you do. Someone will eventually come and help you out.
Excuse me, can you tell me where B107 is? B107. Let's see, that's 107. That's a 100th number, so it'll be on the lower level, and that's downstairs in the news section, so you have to head that way.
Oh, thank you. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I think I said B107. What I meant was B207.
Oh, no problem. Hey, do you know where B207 is?
B207. 207 is an upstairs classroom, so you'll have to take those stairs over there. See, right there, on the map. And you will go about 5 classrooms down, right, to each where the hallways meet, you know?
I'm sorry. Did you just tell her to go left? I wouldn't tell her to go left. That's only if she's going to an even numbered B room. If she's going to an odd numbered B room, she has to go right.
Not necessarily. She could be going to the B-wing labs, and they're numbered differently.
I would just cut through the end hallway and cut through the courtyard. It would be twice as fast.
Yeah, but then she would have to go 2 flights of stairs.
That's better than going through the courtyard during a lunch period. She could get trampled there.
Okay, but going north to go to a south hallway does not make sense.
Well, she could cut east as soon as she cleared the lunch traffic and make a 90-degree system.
90 degrees? She needs a heading of at least 180 degrees to get to the B-wing.
But then she could tackle into the wind.
It's better than nothing. Everything else kind of stinks.
The nice thing is that people do try to help you.
Even when they're just as lost as you are.
I would help you if you were lost.
I wish I could help you get lost.
But you do. You help me get lost in your eyes every time I see you.
You know you're disgusting, right?
Sometimes you just have to strike off in a direction and hope where you end up where you needed to be.
You may not end up exactly where you intended, but you might just end up somewhere even better.
Oh. Could you tell me what class this is?
Oh, it's drama. And I am so glad that you showed up.
Yeah, Miss Davis told us we'd be getting a new boy class.
I'm not sure this is the route.
Oh, you really picked the right day to start this class.
Yeah, absolutely the best possible day.
What day is it?
Why, silly? This is the day we practice the kissing scene. This is drama class. Duh.
And since you're the only boy in here, I guess I'll just have to practice scenes with each of us until Josh and Teddy get back tomorrow.
You don't mind helping us out with the kissing scenes, do you?
Oh, I hope he doesn't get tired of kissing. I have at least 6 or 7 kisses in my scene. How many do you have?
Oh, I have at least 10. You don't mind, do you?
Not exactly what I meant, but you get the idea.
Of course, but when it comes to navigating a new school, there are times when it all goes wrong. When no matter what you try to do to find the right way, you end up late for the finish line.
And who do we have here?
I'm sorry, I got lost trying to find the class. I'm sorry.
Late on the first day of school? That's not a very good start, is it?
I'm really sorry. I got lost. I tried my hardest to get here. I really did. I ran all the way, but I got lost.
Getting lost is not totally lost.
After all, though, you can't get that lost at high school.
We waiting at the door.
Y'all not in Tableau?
Whose side is it?
Custodians, that's a really big issue. You need to know from the beginning that custodians are not the people that you want to mess with.
Yeah, not only do they clean up the messes that all you students tend to make, but they have access to all kinds of information.
Information? What do you mean?
Well, it is a little known fact that the custodians have developed a sophisticated system for intercepting text messages.
Come on, you don't believe that, do you?
Believe it. I saw it for myself. Those walkie-talkies they carry around are actually part of a system developed by the government to catch terrorists. You see, custodians are a part of our national defense system.
This is like a tad far-fetched. How do you know that they actually intercept text messages?
Well, if I mentioned that someone sent a text the other day about how Harry Styles is so hot and how she wishes he would light up the world like nobody else.
Okay. That's almost as creepy as you are.
Just saying. Listen, once you send a text, it's out there. If a custodian happens to be around, let's just say your information becomes documented.
Sorry, I'm not walking so far. Why is Africa between y'all? Scoot together.
I'm the janitor for the school. I ain't got the information.
Come on, Gary, I know you know things. Will you help me out or not?
See, you could help me out with just this because I had to pick it up on the secretary.
Please, Gary, just this once. I need your help.
Afterwards in the machine. We'll see.
I need to know who Josh taking to the prom.
Oh, Josh, you gonna take that Kelly to the prom after the Kasai.
You know who he's taking to prom? Come on, you have to tell me. I just have to know whether I need to get my hopes up.
See, I could have known it better if I had the stacks in my pocket.
Okay, how much?
$50. Small bills, please.
Of course, there's plenty of easier ways to go about the whole dating stuff in high school.
Yeah, like don't do it. It just isn't worth it with some boys.
Actually, dating in high school is such a complex issue that I think we better only cover the highlights.
Do we really have to cover dating?
We'll keep it simple for the relationship in care.
High school relationship type 1. Unrequited love due to cowardice.
Hey, Allie,
Hey, Cal.
I was wondering,
Yeah? What?
I was wondering if you might,
Cal, what were you going to ask me?
well, I was wondering if you might,
Yes, Cal, you were wondering if?
I was wondering if you had number 47 on last night's straight homework.
Oh, yeah, I got it. It's sine equals opposite over hypotenuse.
Thanks.
Dating in high school is opportunities for humiliation at every turn.
Even if you do get the courage to ask a girl out, well then, you have to take the scariest step of all.
Dating you is the scariest thing I can think of.
You know, I always feel bad for boys when this part rolls around.
High school dating situation 1, the dad scenario.
Okay, are you sure you're ready for this?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure. You said your dad was a florist, right?
Yeah, he's a pretty nice guy too.
Okay, then. Well, let's go meet him then.
But
No, I'm serious. Let's go meet him. I mean, he can't be that.
hey, Dad, where's Mom? I want to introduce both of you to my date.
Sorry, sweetie. She's out with friends.
Oh,
is my date for prom.
Okay, well, sweetie, could you leave for a few minutes while I get to know your date?
Dad, promise you won't do anything to embarrass me.
I promise, kiddo.
Okay.
And your name is?
Carter. Sir.
Well, Carter. I guess you expected me to be one of those dads that waited on his daughter's first date so I could intimidate him, didn't you?
Yes.
Well, stop worrying. I'm not at all like that. In fact, I was going to ask you a favor. See, I have a bunch of the guys coming over to watch the game later tonight, and we need to finish getting the TV set up in the rec room. So, would you mind if I just went and did that for a few minutes while you just hang around here alone? And if Hannah asks, can you tell her I did the whole big mean dad thing?
Yes, sir, I can easily do that.
Great. Here's $20 for your time.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Yes, ma'am, that is...
From which moniker do you trade?
Carter, ma'am.
Well, Carter, besides your churlish name, I must make clear a few things before I allow you to accompany my fair maiden of a daughter on a date. The first being that I do not know if I'm going to like you. Do you want to know why I don't know if I'm going to like you?
Because you haven't gotten to know me.
No, but that was a nice try. I don't know if I'm going to like you because if I liked you, it would be harder for me to use the skills I've learned over a lifetime of live action role playing to punish you.
Well, ma'am, I'm sure there's no need to punish me.
You see, Carter, I have become one of the most skilled warriors in my Raven Guild. I have studied in detail the sword and techniques of the masters. And I don't mean the fake plastic sword techniques. I mean the real Talento steel techniques. Cold and unforgiving. Do you see this sword here?
Yes, ma'am.
Touch it.
Okay. Ow! It's sharp!
That's so I can execute the most brutal and violent maneuvers of swordsmanship. The Doomslayer's Pain Slash! So, if you ever hurt my daughter, or make her cry, or in any way fail her, well then, all of the orcs in Middle-earth would not be able to save you from my wrath. Are we clear on Carter?
Yes, ma'am.
Mom, you're home. Did you meet Carter? I sure did, sweetie. Good. Come on, Carter, let's go before we miss tip off.
It was nice to meet you, ma'am.
Remember, I'm watching you, Carter. Very closely.
She is just like my mom.
That is scary.
Almost as scary as this next dating scenario.
Any dating scenario that involves you is scary.
Let's take a look at high school relationship type 2. Too serious, too fast, with a little bit of desperation thrown on top.
If you get nauseated easily, you may want to cover your eyes. It's pretty
she has to
close.
get that. No, this is her.
So, how was the day?
It was amazing!
Tell me the details.
Okay, so we went to the movies to see Twilight.
Oh.
Then we went to Zinberry.
Oh.
And he ordered the same exact ice cream. Okay, and then we sat in the car. My favorite song came on.
serious too fast, with a little bit of desperation thrown on top, part 2.
Hi, Jeremy. I am so sorry to call you again, but I just couldn't sleep after I got home. What a night, huh? You, me, the whole first date thing. Oh! Well, I couldn't remember if I gave you the right number in the last 5 calls, so I decided to call you again and give it to you again. Okay, this is Leah. My number is 515-5555. Hope to hear from you soon.
Hey, girls aren't the only ones who can turn high school dating into a total gross out.
Yeah, sometimes a guy can be too sweet and considerate. So sweet and considerate that when the time comes to break up, it's impossible. Simply impossible. Welcome to high school relationship type 4. I call this over-the-top Casanova.
Hey, Elena, are you really thinking about breaking up with Zach? I mean, he's such a sweet guy. How could you dump him?
It's just that, well, he's too sweet sometimes. I just need a little space.
Here he comes.
Hey, sweetheart, how was first grade?
It was,
Okay, listen. I know it's too early to surprise you, but surprise!
oh,
Ooh,
wow.
thanks for the props, Sydney.
And if you look really closely on each petal, there's a haiku I wrote about. See, this one says, roses are red, violets are blue. You're amazing. So are you.
What? That's just being a considerate boyfriend. Not at all like this one. High school relationship type 5. Long-range planning for short-range romance.
Like they're deciding their whole future in the 10th grade.
Okay, so yesterday after school, I went to the bridal shop and I found the best wedding dress. I mean, it is perfect. I can't wait until Jake and I graduate. We're planning on getting married a week after graduation. I don't think it'll be a big wedding, but you'll definitely have to be one of my bridesmaids. Oh, and I plan to get my engagement ring before graduation. Jake's been saving for it all summer. Uh-huh. Of course, we'll have to wait to have kids. I mean, who's dumb enough to have kids right out of high school? It's not that I don't want kids. It's just that we both need to wait for that kind of thing. I mean, we'll both be in college, and that will be hard enough. I guess we'll have to get our own place right off. I don't think Jake will mind.
Question. Is there anything worse than a girl like that?
Seriously.
We can always visit our old friend over the top Casanova.
Are you kidding? Some girls would love to have roses with haikus on each petal.
Oh, okay, listen, sweetheart. I know it's our 6th month, and I want to do something other than the old, candy and flower thing. So don't get mad at me. But I bought your iPod, and I downloaded 400 songs.
Oh, wow. How nice. Listen, I'm gonna...
And don't forget, each song has a podcast just about you.
Trying too hard isn't the only way to mess up a high school relationship.
That's true. As in, unrequited love with missed opportunity.